All right, so yesterday I took a sell on GJ right when price broke out of this 15-minute minus support. On the higher time frames, it was barely touching a 23.6, but considering how the previous weekly candle closed, I didn't have too much problem taking it because it had a lot of bearish momentum. So this is where I had the low. So you have point A and point B would have been at the time right here, based off of like this wick, right? And then we barely wicked, but we did the 23.6, right? 23.6. And then I'm thinking that it can come down to this level. And because it didn't hit a PRZ level, what we would do now is we would just adjust the 0% to the last low that we just made. So, price could come up to this level. It totally could. The 4-hour lower highs are being maintained. So there's also still a chance that price wouldn't hold past this level, but also there definitely is, because we already are kind of breaking this level of resistance right here, Let me go ahead and drop some stuff for clarity real quick and get rid of this because we're kind of breaking that. The most relevant areas at the moment seem to be like this lower right here. We have this little level. Actually, I can go ahead and use a little something like this. See, my entries are right here. Go ahead and do what I do with this. Right, something like that. There is a chance that price could come up to this level. It could. Right now, price is rejecting this support. And I think that's what it's kind of reacting to at the moment. Also, it's important to note that London open started out at a low. And a lot of the times when that happens, it means that it has more volume. Like it has a higher chance of going bullish for the moment, for the day. But these seem to be almost like 1-hour setups, because the 4-hour lower highs are being maintained. The 4-hour lower highs are being maintained. So this kind of is giving something like this, like smaller setups. But again, price could definitely continue to this level. It's just a lot would have to happen. Like we'd have to have some more breaks. We'd have to have a solid break of this level, more than what's happening at the moment. We want to see something more, and it'd be nice if price doesn't do all that, because I'm not trying to get out the trade and get back in. Like I would love to just hold the trade that I have now and just be good with that. Now for gold, oh girl, oh my god, yesterday it was such a, I'm proud of my entry, right? Because I waited out a little bit, and that was rewarding. I think I only waited out because I expected it to come further, and it didn't. On the 4-hour, this is just like GJ. It hit the 23.6 level, right? 23.6 just means continuation, but I thought that it could come more in here, and it already tapped in to get some weekly liquidity. So, for all I know, it can be ready. But the first sign that price wanted to go back bullish was the fact that, we had this little resistance level right here, and then you have bullish, right? And then you have even more bullish. So I was like, okay, maybe we are actually ready to go bullish. But it wasn't up until this engulfing candle that I actually said, all right, I'll go ahead and take this buy, even though it's definitely a chance. It's risky. I don't know if it's going to work, blah, blah, blah. But I took it anyway. So this is what I'm waiting for now. Originally, I had my take profit here because it was the negative. It was a target for the fib that we hadn't hit yet, right? But then I was like, with the way it closed out, and the fact that this is not a weekly level, price is more than likely going to go to this negative 27% target, which is based off of, the most recent fib that we just made, right? based off of this right here, the most recent bid. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll give it some space, better risk to reward, you know, why not? So damn, a 1 to 10, that's intense. So maybe like a 1 to 8 or something. So that's my idea. This is my idea for gold. And then my idea for GJ yesterday was, and it's crazy because when price was in here, I was like, bro, is it gonna go down? Like, I think I should get into some sells. And as I was arguing with myself, should I get into some sells? Should I not? It started going bearish, but I didn't want to get in before I had my confirmations, which is just like a break of support. But at the same time, I could have used this engulfing, that engulfing. I could have used these wicks. I could have used the fact that we were actually creating lower highs in a way. You know, we had lower highs, and we had lower highs being maintained again. So there are just certain things that I could have seen to get into the move before, you know, the main push, before I had to use all this stop loss, you know, like a 45 pip stop loss. But at the same time, it's all good, you know, still something. What would make me get out of this trade is, I don't know. I want to see how this next 15-minute candle closes. I do. Even though we already have everything we need to get the fuck out, because I'm not trying to deal with all that, to be honest. Like, I might just take my profits and continue on with my life, even though, you know, it's a good chance that price could still go bearish before hitting this level. I don't know that. I don't have any proof of that. So those are my ideas for today.